Good morning and welcome back to another video on the AutoVlog YouTube channel. So we got the sticker on for the Raptor with the bitch engine on here, and then we removed the AutoVlog sticker because this car is not even going to be mine for much longer, and we put the AMG sticker on there. This is by far the coolest car sticker that you can buy on all of automotive YouTube. Come on, man. And if you go to AutoVlog.com and pick up one of those stickers, that could actually win you this car. We are doing a giveaway on my C63 AMG. Every dollar spent at AutoVlog.com is an entry to win. You can win that car and $5,000 in cash. Like I said, every dollar spent is one entry to win this awesome C63 AMG. So if you haven't entered yet, do it now. So yeah, while this sticker might not be the coolest sticker, it's definitely funny. So we've been having a weird problem with our Gen 3 Raptor that we've had now for about 6 months. Absolutely love this truck. It is definitely one of the baddest trucks that you can buy on the market currently, next to that one. But this has been going on for a little while now. I wasn't going to make a video about this because I thought I fixed it. But the problem is basically... See, look at that. See? Like if you slam the door, and I was kind of overdoing it a little bit there just to like demonstrate this, and again, sorry about the audio, they're cutting grass in the background there. But, see? I thought it was a door latch first, but it's not. It is the actual door panel. And it's these clips, they keep coming out. And I don't think you can see that there, but one clip is actually out of the door panel, so I can't even click it back in here. And you see, it's cracked. So I think we're gonna need a new door panel because again, it's cracked, and I don't think you replace these clips. We're gonna need a new door panel. So I'm actually gonna drive down to Moon Ford and then just show them the problem here, and then we're gonna have to order a new door panel, I guess. Has any other Raptor owner, whether you have a Gen 1, 2, or 3, experienced this before? Initially, again, I thought it was a door latch because the door was opening just a little bit, but then I could tell, like, you know, the door's not even latched. It was something else that was getting stuck, and this is just a really weird problem. So initially when this door issue happened, my wife was texting me because she was out driving, and then she needed to get out of the truck, and the door wouldn't open from the inside. And it was just very weird, and of course she's like, you know, I'm trapped in my truck. It's super annoying. Can't get out, so she had to like climb over to the passenger side and so on.
I can't open it. It won't open. Look, watch. Look. Okay, now that I kicked it 100 times, but it won't open. It gets stuck.
Obviously this needs fixed like ASAP, otherwise I'm gonna have to like hear about this non-stop. It's a weird issue. So I just want to get over to the dealership and show it to them so they know what's going on, and they can order a new door panel, so they don't start like, you know, oh, we'll try to get new clips and something. No, because it's cracked now and everything. And you know, it's my wife that uses this truck the most. It's not like she like slams the doors crazy or anything like that, but I don't know what would have cost that to begin with. So yeah. Alright, so we're here just to make sure that I can get out. Yeah, see, I didn't slam the door very hard. If I... See? So annoying. Alright, so that was easy enough. New door panel is ordered. I showed it to him, the problem that we're having. And yeah, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. But, look at this. This is an exact, like, identical copy of my Fusion Titanium that we had way back in the day. Same interior as well. Same wheels. I had the 19-inch option with the, what was it called? Bronze Fire Metallic. Exactly the same car. Only OGs will remember this car. I love this car. It was so comfortable. It's just a great car. We did a bunch of videos on it. Man, brings back memories. Aww. Alright, so we're back home, and we got to focus on the Ram here for just a few seconds before we continue on in the video. I just got my plate for the truck. Now, it took forever to get my tags like transferred or whatever because I bought the truck out of state, and I figured they would just transfer the plate that I had on the F-150 before, but they didn't, and sent me a new plate, which is completely fine because this plate doesn't really make sense with this truck anymore. If you guys remember I bought this plate because I thought I was going to be able to beat a TRX in my F-150. Didn't work out. I was going to transfer this plate to something else anyhow, and then give this plate to, you guys know who, Mike. He's the one who deserves it. If you saw that initial video with him when I was racing him in his TRX and I lost.
Bone stock, man. Ram, I guess Ram knows how to do it.
Yeah, I guess I gotta just go trade it in for a Ram. It's kind of like the reason why I even got a TRX to start with. Now check this out. We got some AutoVlog plate frames. If you buy one of these, you're automatically entered to win my AMG behind me. Alright, well, I guess it's time to talk about the topic in today's video. As you guys can see here, we have an empty garage. I mean, technically it's not empty because I keep the AMG in here, but it's empty in terms of, you know, my main car. Having a supercar, which we've had on the channel since early 2019. We had the Ferrari and then the R8. Now, I've mentioned this a little bit in a previous video, actually when I sold the R8, but we're going to talk about it more in today's video about why I don't have a supercar and why I probably won't have one for a little while, maybe next year. So yeah, if you want to unsubscribe, I get it. You know, I've gotten a lot of questions about, oh, when are you getting a new car, Mike? When are you getting a new car? Is this just a truck channel now? Because, you know, we got the TRX, the Gen 3 Raptor, we have a Raptor R coming as well whenever that's coming, because I have no clue, to be honest with you, in regards to when they're gonna get in production and people actually taking delivery and so on. So if you watch my videos on the regular, you'll remember that I mentioned the reason why I sold the R8 was because it's a crazy market out there right now, and it still is. I mean, it was at the time and it still is now. I did make money on that R8. I had it for a year, and you know, I made a good chunk of money for an Audi R8, that is. You know, let's say you bought an SVJ beginning of 21 and you sold it end of 21, or even, you know, right now, whatever, you can make tons of money, like $500,000 if you get into them right. It's just, it's a crazy market. So I sold the R8. Alright, well, I was interrupted by three 13-year-old girls who want to do handstands and yell and scream and stuff right where I was filming. But anyhow, I want to keep this kind of short because I don't want to stand here and talk forever. Like I said, I've had a lot of people ask me, when are you getting another car and so on, and I get that. Because on this channel, we've had it for a while now, and people are expecting the car, the R8, to be replaced. But the thing is, I feel like I sold the R8 a little bit on impulse. I should have waited. I actually kind of regret it. I mean, I sold it in like early spring, and then car season is coming up, and you know, summer is when you want to have a car like this. A lot of car meets and rallies and stuff like that, and I should have waited. But I felt like the market was hot. I didn't know how long it was going to last, and I sold it. I got, you know, the offer that I wanted pretty quickly, and I sold the car. But I should have waited. And the reason I sold the car was because I thought that we were going to get a condo right away, because I was going to use not all of the equity in the car. I was going to use the profit that I made out of what I initially paid and put it in our little condo fund. We went down to Florida and we actively, you know, went and looked at condos and so on. But then we got cold feet, because again, that market is absolutely nuts as well. What was like 300, 350 last year is now 500, 550. And $500,000 for us is a lot of money. You know, I'm just a regular dude. I mean, I do okay, but I'm not a millionaire. You know, I don't have the biggest YouTube channel in the world. And that's kind of our budget. You know, 500 grand, you can get something great like a year ago. Now, it's still okay, but it's kind of like, eh. So now we're feeling like we should wait, and we are waiting. And I promised my wife I wasn't going to touch that money to buy another car, a car of that price range, until we had a condo. As soon as Sydney's in college, which is in about 5.5 years, we're out. We're moving to Florida permanently. And then that condo that we would have had for a few years, hopefully, that we can snowbird to, we'll sell and then get a house. So that, I mean, that's our plan. So basically, when it comes down to it, I feel like I shot myself in the foot a little bit. I should have waited with selling the R8. I could have probably gotten around the same money if I sold it in the fall also. So basically, I can't afford to buy a supercar now. At least not a type of car that I really want. Because again, the markets are crazy. A 488 Pista now is around $600,000. An SVJ, they're probably $900,000 to $1 million now. I mean, the prices are absolutely nuts, and that's not something I can afford yet. But definitely not right now. As I've mentioned before as well, like I bought my ultimate dream supercar, my first supercar, that was the F12, that was $250,000. And when I sold that car, I didn't feel like there was anything in the price range that could really properly replace an F12. And I found that R8 in solar orange, and I just thought, wow, it was like such an amazing car. Even though it was just an Audi, a lot of people felt that I traded down, and maybe I did to a certain extent, because, you know, it's not a Ferrari, it's an Audi. Although the Audi was, you know, it performed better than the Ferrari, it didn't sound as good, but a lot of things with the R8 was better than the Ferrari. Although the Ferrari is still my favorite out of the two, of course. So now I go on and sell the R8, and you know, that was no one's idea except for mine. It wasn't like my wife was like, oh, you have to sell your car now so we can buy it. That was my idea, and then we figured we'd buy a condo right away, but that didn't end up happening because we got cold feet, because prices are just too crazy, and we weren't really realistic. I should have waited, so it's all my fault. And that's where we're at now. We want to wait till next year and see if we can, you know, if prices go down a little bit. I think they have. You know, we're in a crazy time. Inflation is through the roof. Everything is more expensive. You know, gas, food, cars, houses, milk. I mean, everything is more expensive right now. And we just feel like it's not right to go buy a condo now. Because what if the market crashes and, you know, they start dipping? So we just feel like we need to wait. And I have to buy a condo first before I buy another supercar. And that's just where I'm at. And then again, people might be like, well, you just bought a TRX, that's a lot of money. But I'm not taking money out of my pocket or bank account to get this. That's just trading equity that I had in the F-150. Because all the vehicles that I've had or we have on the channel, they have a lot of equity in them. A lot of my money is tied up in those vehicles. Kind of like people that deal with real estate. A lot of their money is tied up in their real estate. And since I'm an automotive YouTuber, a lot of my real estate is, you know, cars that I make a lot of content with and so on. And then of course we're getting the Raptor R, but then again, that's just, we're trading something for that. So we're just shifting equity. So that's basically where we're at and why I don't have a supercar on the channel right now. The AMG will be gone soon too because of the giveaway, but that of course will be replaced ASAP because that, again, it's in a different, you know, price bracket. Again, I'm a normal dude. I do okay, but I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. I have to wait. You know, hopefully sometime next year we'll get one, unless, you know, the giveaway does extremely well and you guys support that. Because, you know, I've made videos about that too. That's, of course, a business where I have a possibility to make money, but usually they kind of like just break even. And I'm able to do a cool thing. You know, one of my followers gets, you know, a vehicle that they love and so on, because there's a lot of money that goes into doing one of those giveaways as well. So I just have money tied up and we want to buy a condo, and basically I can't afford a new supercar right now. I'm going to have to wait a little bit, especially if it's something that I really want. So I hope you guys understand that. I felt like I wanted to make a video like this just covering that part because I get a lot of questions about it. And, you know, to be honest, it's a little hurt to my ego too. I mean, it's such a first world problem, I know, and it sounds so corny, but I'm used to having those type of cars, even though I've only had 2 of them. But, you know, I'm used to making content with them as well, and now I don't have one. And I know you guys kind of think that it's, or many of you think that it sucks. Although that doesn't mean that we can't have supercar content on the channel, just because I don't have my own. It's just that I won't have, you know, my own car to make videos of. But we have some videos planned coming up here. Hopefully pretty soon. That should be really awesome in regards to supercars as well. So, you know, I haven't planned on just making truck videos for the next coming year here. We're going to have other stuff as well, but it's definitely been more trucks on the channel now. And of course, it goes without saying, I love trucks. I really do. But I am actually more of a car guy than I am a truck guy. So it will have to change at some point, I promise. But yeah, enough babbling on my end here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it explained a little bit at least. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys and just tell you what my situation is. You know, There's a lot of cool channels out there that just buy new cars every other day, it feels like, but I'm not really on that level, so I just have to be realistic. And you know, we have stuff we want to do within the family and stuff, so it's coming, it's just not here yet. But yeah, there it is. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.